Okay, so welcome to the part 2 of your financial wellness course. So hopefully, hindi ka nag-skip ng part 1 kung may kailangan improve sa cash flow mo and kung wala ka pang savings. Bakit? Kasi wala kang maumpisahan na any protection plan kung hindi healthy yung cash flow mo. And ideally, meron ka lang start ka savings before you start any protection plan. If nag-skip ka, please check part 1. If not, let's proceed na. So having protections from life's risk and uncertainties. So after mo maayos yung cash flow mo, after mo magkaroon ng savings or ma-build up yung savings mo, ang next priority natin is having protections from life's risk and uncertainties para hindi maapektuhan masyado yung cash flow mo and ma-deplete yung savings mo. So, naniniwala ka ba dito? Life is full of uncertainties. Totoo, tama. Hindi natin alam ang mangyayari sa future. Ngayon, pwede maganda yung takbo ng finances natin, pero in a snap of a finger, pwedeng magbago lahat dahil sa mga uncertainties ng buhay. Like sickness, minor man yan or critical, accident, which may lead to a disability, then probable income loss, or untimely death due to accident or sickness. So during the course of this presentation, tatawagin natin siyang sad events. Bakit? Kasi sad talaga, di ba? Pag magkakaroon tayo niyan. Tama? Sad events are uncertain because we do not know when it will happen. But what is certain is that this will cost us money and affect us financially. So, tingin mo ba these sad events can negatively impact your family's finances? Sad events can potentially deplete your savings. So, pag may emergency, kukuha ka sa savings. Tama? Or, pag malala na yan, like critical illness, pwedeng ma-wipe out yung assets ng family mo. Or worse, even force you into debt. Actually, may isa pang worse dyan, yung manghingi tayo sa charity. Tama? So, ang question ko sa'yo ngayon is, do you want to avoid or lessen the potential negative financial impacts of these sad events sa'yo at sa family mo? So, ano yung pwede natin gawin? Prepare for this risk ahead of time or bahala na, saka ko naisipin. Anong mas gusto mo? Prepare for this risk ahead of time. Tama? Okay, so let's prepare ahead. Pero, paano nga ba? So now, I will show you an illustration. If you're supporting your family now and if plan mo mag-family rin naman later on, we can compare your financial status ng family mo sa isang siso. Sa left side ay ang income ng family mo, which is ikaw yun. Tama? Then, sa right side, ito na yung standard of living ng family mo. Habang nandyan ka, nandyan ang source of income ng family mo. So, balance yon with your standard of living. Tama? So, kung bumaba ng konti man lang yung income mo, dahil for example, na-delay yung sahod mo or na-delay yung income sa business mo, ano mangyayari sa standard of living ng family mo? Bababa ng konti rin. Tama? Mag-a-adjust. Medyo magba-budget tayo. Tama? Gusto mo ba yun? Siyempre, ayaw natin yan. Tama? Siyempre, on the opposite naman, kung tumaas yung income mo, most likely tataas rin yung standard of living ng family mo. Tama? So, gaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, life is full of uncertainties. So now, pwedeng balance yung income mo sa standard of living ng family mo. Pero paano kung bigla ka magkaroon ng sickness or maaksidente or mawala bigla sa picture? Siyempre, mawawala rin yung income ng family mo. Tama? Dahil dyan, ano sa tingin mo mangyayari sa standard of living ng family mo? Magko-collapse. Tama ba? So, ang question ko sa'yo ngayon is, gusto mo bang mangyari yan sa family mo? I hope hindi. Ayaw natin yan. Tama ba? So, since ayaw mo mangyari yan sa family mo, ano nga bang pwede mong gawin starting today? Habang may income ka, habang nandyan yung income mo, habang wala ka pang sakit, habang wala pa yung side events. Kurot lang tayo ng maliit dun sa income mo. Ito yung portion, ito yung part ng 20% ng income mo dun sa pinag-usapan nating budgeting. Ilagay mo siya to support a standard of living ng family mo dito sa ilalim. Ayan. So kung magkakaroon ng sad events, kung may support ba dito, tingin mo magko-collapse pa rin yung standard of living ng family mo in case may sad events? Tingnan natin. Stable pa rin. Tama? So whatever happens, mararamdaman ng family mo na mahal mo sila dahil hindi mo sila pinabayaan kahit anong mangyari. Ayan. Gusto mo ba yon? I hope yes ang sagot mo. So ano nga ba tong support na to? So this is your life and health protection plan. Ito yung susuporta sa family mo in the event na mawala ka sa picture or in the event na magkaroon ka ng critical illness at di mo na kaya magtrabaho. So ngayon naman, tignan natin ang T-account ng family finances mo. Sa left is yung income mo and sa right yung expenses. Again, if you're supporting your family now or plan mo rin naman mag-family later on, ikaw ang source of income ng family mo. Tama? Sa expenses na gusto dito yung typical expenses ng isang family or household. So food, grocery, house, utilities, etc. So in accounting, importanteng balance ito like yung SISO. Now, pwedeng balance ang income mo at expenses ng family mo kasi nandiyan ka pa. Pero paano kung bigla ka magkaroon ng sickness, accident, or nawala ka sa picture? Siyempre, mawawala rin yung source of income ng family mo. Tama? Pero itong mga expenses ba na to ay titigil? Hindi. Tama? Kasi life must go on for your family. Need pa rin nila kumain, need pa rin nila ng utilities, need pa rin nila yung education. Tama ba? So, no income but a lot of expenses. Gusto mo ba yung mangyari sa family mo? Most likely, ayaw natin itong mangyari sa family mo. Tama? Ano nga ba pwede natin gawin? Balik tayo dito sa kanina. Habang may income ka, habang wala ka pang sakit, or wala pa yung sad events, kurot ka lang na maliit ang portion dito sa income mo. Ito nga ulit yung part ng 20% do sa budgeting natin, yung sa in the pink formula. Then, kumuha ka ng life and health insurance plan. Ayan. So, typical Filipino mindset is expense to, kaya nilagay natin dyan. So, in the event na magkaroon ng side events, alam natin ang expenses ng family natin is tuloy-tuloy. Tama ba? Hindi titigil yung mga expenses natin. Pero in reality, yung isa dyan, titigil na as expense. In the case of side events, instead na maging expense, ang life insurance and health insurance plans mo ang magbibigay ng source of income sa family mo. So, titigil na siya as expense. Wala na siya dyan sa expense. Siya na ang magbibigay ng panggasto sa family mo for food, house, utilities, education ng anak, etc. Yan. Tumigil siya as expense at naging siyang income. So, okay ba yon? So, yun yung magiging purpose ng life and health insurance plan mo. So, ito naman, part of life's risk and uncertainties ay ang critical illness. In the Philippines, critical illness ang leading cause of death. So, heart disease, cancer, stroke, diabetes, hypertension, among others. So, this is for 2021 and 2022. At ito naman yung for 2023. So, same lang din. Heart disease, cancer, stroke, diabetes. Question, mura lang kaya yung pagpapagamot para sa mga critical illness na yan? To answer that question, ayan, hindi mura kasi mapapamuna ka sa sakit ng ulo. Tama? So itong possible expense for the treatment ng cancer, 5.8 million sa cancer, heart attack 2 million, diabetes 1 million, stroke 3 million, kidney disease 2.3 million. So in short, mahal magkasakit. Tama? So alam naman natin lahat na yan. So ito lang yung nag-e-emphasize dyan. So to add, sa panahon ngayon, hindi rin natin alam kung kailan pwedeng tamaan ng critical illness. Tama? So ano nga ba yung pwede natin gawin? Number one is to have a healthy living. So proper diet, do physical activities, exercise, have enough sleep, stress less, among others. Tama? Number two, prepare for the possible expensive expense while healthy tayo. So paano? So as we saw kanina, Ang effect ng critical illness ay hindi lang naman sa physical body natin. Malaki rin ang epekto nito sa financial health natin, sa financial life natin. So kapag nangyari 'to, puwedeng mapigilan tayo ma-achieve yung goals and dreams natin. So instead na pang-fund ng goals natin ang savings and investments, so instead na pambili ng kotse kunyari or ng bahay, baka magamit pa natin 'to for treatment ng critical illness to recover and survive. Gusto mo ba 'yun? Siyempre ayaw natin 'yan, tama? So ano puwede natin gawin para maiwasan 'yun? So while healthy tayo, para may safety net tayo, kumuha tayo ng health protection plan. So instead na gamitin natin ng savings or investments plan natin, so instead na gamitin natin yung savings or investments natin for the treatment, yung cash benefits na yung magbabayad for medical bills. So yung cash benefits din ang pwedeng magpalit dun sa nawala nating income kasi hindi tayo maka-work for some time. And siya rin ang pwedeng mag-fund sa recovery natin, sa long-term recovery natin. Para yung focus lang natin is recovery towards achieving our goals, para puwede tayong mag-bounce back and hindi tayo may stress lang sa gastusin sa medical bills. Maganda, tama. So yan ang purpose ng health protection plan. So if may doubts ka pa rin sa pagkuha ng life insurance plan or ng health protection plan, ito na lang yung tandaan mo. So whether you get an insurance or not, someone will pay during the sad events. Kahit hindi ka kumuha ng insurance, may magbabayad diyan. Ang tanong lang kung sino, yung family mo or yung life and health protection plan mo. Anong gusto mo? Sana yung life and health protection plan para hindi na mamroblema yung family mo. Tama? So now, how much life insurance plan ba yung need mo? As a rule of thumb for your life insurance plan, ang minimum na dapat meron ka is 10 times worth of annual income mo. Bakit? Kasi on the average, it takes 10 years para makarecover financially yung naiwang family. Ito syempre is minimum lang. If gusto mo mas malaki maiwan na fund para sa family mo, better. Tama? And take note, excluded pa dito yung final expenses such as hospital bills, funeral bills, excluding din dito yung pambayad ng utang mo kung meron ka man or ng loan mo kung meron man. Question now is kung meron ka na bang existing life insurance plan? Kung wala, now is the best time to start getting one. Goods yan kung meron ka nang naumpisahan. Ibig sabihin, alam mo na yung importance ng isang life insurance plan. Iwasan lang natin yung misconception na kapag meron ka ng insurance, for example, 500,000 or 1 million pesos, isipin mo na sapat na agad yun. Dapat i-compare mo yon sa ideal na coverage mo kung enough ba. So for example, kung 1 million yan, then ang monthly expenses ng family mo, 100,000. So 10 months lang magtatagal yung fund na yan para sa family mo. Tama? Excluded pa yung funeral or hospital bills na dapat mong bayaran. So yun nga, kung isama mo yung final expenses, hospital or funeral cost, and kung may utang pa, kung meron man, most likely maliit lang yung 500,000 or 1 million. Tama? So need natin ng additional protection para sufficient siya para i-sustain na rin yung standard of living ng naiwan mong family. Tama? So magkano ba ang life insurance plan na meron ka? Ayan, sulat mo dyan. Then yung life insurance na kailangan mo. Annual income times 10 years. So magkano nga ba ang life insurance plan gap mo? So gap is equal sa required, yung kailangan mo, minus yung existing. So ito yung ideal na idagdag mo pang plan. Para whatever happens, stable ang finances ng family mo. Now, how much naman yung health protection plan na need mo? As a rule of thumb naman, for health protection plan, yung minimum na dapat meron ka is 5 times worth of annual income mo or 2 million pesos, whichever is higher. Bakit? So nakita naman natin kanina kung gaano kamahal magkasakit, especially in critical illness. So ideal na malaki ang target health protection plan natin. Tama? Of course, minimum siya kasi kung gusto mo mas malaking health protection plan pambayad ng medical bills, better. Okay, now, ang question ko sa'yo is kung meron ka na bang existing health protection plan. Kung wala, now is the best time to start getting one. Okay yan kung meron ka nang naumpisahan. Ibig sabihin, alam mo na yung importance ng pagkakaroon ng health protection plan. If employed ka, hopefully meron ka ng health card from your company or PhilHealth. Pero iwasan natin yung thinking na kapag meron ka ng HMO or PhilHealth, isipin mo na sapat na agad yun. Dapat i-compare mo to sa ideal na health protection plan mo. I-compare mo dun sa possible mong gastusin. Enough ba kaya? So magkano ang health protection gap mo? Same sa kanina, gap is equal to needed minus existing. So computer on your own. So ito yung ideal na idagdag pa natin na plan natin. Para you can focus on recovery instead na isipin mo saan kukunin yung panggastos para sa medical bills mo. So instead na gumaling ka, mas lalo ka may stress kapag ganun. Tama? Okay, so ito yung i-take note natin. Having a life and health insurance plans is a privilege. Privilege ng young age. Kasi mas mura kapag mas bata. Ng good health and healthy lifestyle. Bakit? Kasi if in good health tayo, madali lang yung application compared sa kapag meron na tayong existing na sakit. And kapag may existing na sakit tayo, may possibility pa na ma-reject yung application natin. So, ayaw natin yan. So, next is financial capability. Kung malaki yung budget mo, mas malaki agad yung pwede mong simulan na plans. Pero kahit hindi pa ganun kalaki funds mo, better to start small than i-delay mo. Tama? Then, financial knowledge. Kung alam mo na importance ng pagkakaroon ng life and health insurance plans, alam mo na paano maiwasan yung financial hardships due to sad events. So, ang question now is, will you take advantage of this privilege? I hope yes. Kasi hindi forever na meron tayong privilege. To end this part of the course, kung gusto mo mag-move forward sa finances mo, especially in your protections, pwede ka mag-book ng in-the-pink session. Again, this is face-to-face or virtual session. So, di-discuss natin dito yung income protection needs mo. Ito na yung income continuation and health protection needs. So, ito na yung critical illness funding. And magko-customize tayo ng plan na fit sa need mo, sa goal mo, and sa budget mo. Plus, meron pa tayong free financial blueprint. Ito na yung summary or overview ng finances mo. So from cash flow, savings, protections, and investments. Gusto mo ba yun? So schedule ka lang sa baba for your in-the-pink session. So take note, this is limited slots only. So yun, schedule ka na. See you. Thank you.